Yo, we're live. Well gone. Welcome back, Saint LFC TV with your boy Saint. And you got my boy, my co-host, you know what I mean? That north side of London. What's going on? What are you telling me, bruv?
Everything good, fam. Everything good. You know what I mean? Outside of football, everything's blessed, my guy. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? How's everyone doing? Que paso, familia? Everyone good? Listen, it's good times. You know, it is what it is. In my personal life, everything's blessed. Listen, Arsenal out the FA Cup. Come tomorrow, we might be out the Carabao Cup. We're not in the title race. And man, want to ask me why I get annoyed and why I get vexed when I talk about Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? What is there to be happy about? But it is what it is, man.
I hope so, bro. I hope so. And like, listen, we doing this little preview joint venture thing. You know what I'm saying? Had to bring in, you know, one of my guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Been repping the flag on Football Terrace. So make sure you, man. I know you, man, are obviously going over there and subscribing and that. But one of my dons, my killies, man, like Rams. What are you telling me, bro? What are you saying?
Look, man, I'm good. But these Arsenal fans, I'm not saying you in particular, just some of them need a little bit of humbling. Some of them.
Bro, did you see my intro, yeah? So you know what I'm about. You know what I'm about.
Yeah. It's mad because I shouldn't really have done the preview with my guy, you know, like that, because we do a stream together every week. So we thought, you know what, we might as well do it. But ordinarily, he isn't the Arsenal fan I would have chosen because he's a little bit like, he don't give the corn that do you know what I mean, that I need. Like, I need these delusional ones, like them ones there, like.
He's on his way. We've got a delusional one on his way. Don't worry about that.
Those that use Gunner logic, innit? Gunner logic.
Yeah, Gunner logic. You know, like that. Like, but nah, shout out that, man. So just so you're looking, it's not a 2-on-1. It is just as it is. Man will come through and we'll level up the playing field. But obviously, just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to give all the Gunners, like, I'm doing my part. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's half Ghanaian, and I'm doing my part. My national team is dead food, bruv. So we've packaged Partey, put a bow on him.
We're still in it.
We put a bow on him, and we sent him back for you. You know, like that. You man crying and that. Like, you can thank me later. You know, like that. You do me like Drake and thank me later, bruv, because I'm trying to help man out. You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to help man out, yeah?
Yeah, bro. I don't want it to be like, you know what I mean? Bear man crying and that. I said, nah. Bear man selling off, man. Letting man go on loan and doing all sorts and then crying that they ain't got a team. I don't know what's going on, bro. It's all mad, you know, like that.
Thank
so, man said, shout out, love Arsenal, hate Cronky. Come on, Killy's in the building. Large up, Saint and Northside. My dog, well, go on. Thanks for being inside. Demo, you know what time it is. Big up, my guy. All right, so let me just get into this last one. True, there is nothing to be happy about in Liverpool. Sustainability doesn't win you trophies. We won the CLPL, no progress after that. What's the point of having FSG? To hear Qureshi's going in the deep end, he's to be very honest with you, bro, there's a lot of that.
You can't talk to me about problems. I got problems in every area. You know what I'm saying? I got 99 problems around here. So FSG is your problem, blood. I'm stressed. I've been stressed for 17 years.
I checked your stream as well, man, saying these man would love Prince Fahd. I checked your stream as well. Shout out to that stream. Make sure you man go and see that. And he was. Yeah,
he's coming.
He's coming, bro. He's coming. The delusion is serious, bro. I should have actually linked my man. So yeah, going into it, just want to say, like, what are people's thoughts? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's how are people feeling? It's a second leg cup game 0-0. Does form really come into it? It's a flat run game, no extra time, straight pens. Like, we'll get into the actual, you know, what your thoughts of the games will actually be, but going into it, what are your thoughts? I'll start with Rams, innit? Rams, what do you say?
I mean, when it comes to form in the last couple of days, Arsenal ain't got no form. Man ran away from Tottenham. You know what I'm saying? They like to give it to Liverpool fans
after they were giving it to us.
After they were giving it to us. We had to shut down our training ground and everything. We had it all settled by a private company. You, man, had to get a red card and then tell them, our players are AFCON. And you end up learning Ainsley Maitland-Niles as well. Nah, I said to Saint prior to the stream, I want to smoke these man. Some Arsenal fans, I give it to them. That some of them can be genuine. I know Northside you can be genuine at times, but the people that I know, like people like Kesh, they're pretty solid with it. They don't change their tune for no one. So look, people like them, I give respect to. Other people, certain other Arsenal fans that like to give it and don't like to take it, they need humbling. I want us to win. I want us to win badly. But after seeing that performance at Anfield, something's not right. I know we beat Brentford comfortably 3-0. But for most part of that first half, we were struggling. It had to take a set piece, which they kind of effed up, and Fabinho took advantage of it. So for me, I'm not overly impressed yet. But look, we'll see what happens. It's a semi-final. We're playing at the Emirates. Emirates is going to be buzzing. Obviously, they got a W at Anfield, even though they didn't even win. They still got the dub. But look, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, man. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Man like Demo calling it, yeah. I'll take that, Man says tacky brace loaded. Yeah. All right.
Respect the Scout Samurai, innit, Demo?
Yeah,
Scout Samurai.
Yeah. Cheers. Northside, you telling me, brother, how you feeling going into this game, my guy?
I'm not confident. I think we took a page out of you lot's book on how to dodge a fixture. You know what I'm saying? And I weren't mad at it. On my channel, I never, ever complained about you lot pulling a fast one. I didn't care if Arsenal pulled the fast one. I don't care because at the end of the day, everyone's doing it. If you can't beat them, join them. And I didn't complain about Liverpool. So why am I going to have a double standard with Arsenal? At the end of the day, Arsenal fans, to me, that were complaining, you ain't complaining about us avoiding the North London fixture because it's to our game because we would have to play Patino. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. To be honest with you, I think the calamity's been with the head of the EFL, the head of the FA, the head of everyone running football. You know what I mean? They're the ones that made these rules, and that's why we can break them. At the end of the day, they should make it clearer. I do think clubs are taking advantage, but everyone's taking advantage. And Arsenal fans they need to stop looking at this club like classy Arsenal because we haven't been classy, to be honest. We haven't been classy for 17 years. Going on to the game, I'll be real with you, I ain't confident because we need midfielders, and we've got Maitland-Niles out on loan. Guendouzi getting in the halfway season of the team of the season, and he's pulling up trees for Marseille, and we need a midfielder. He's out on loan. Then we've got Torreira doing his thing in Florentina. Yet we could use him. Do you know what I'm saying? And we look like Kolasinac looks like he's terminated his contract. El Nene looks like he's linked to Fenerbahce, I think it is. And Xhaka might be leaving as well, even though I'd be glad to see Xhaka. Now, I'm not saying that these players are the end-all and be-all, but when you're short on players, make sure you're bringing midfielders in. And Arsenal are a joke. We're a joke because we're not proactive, we're reactive. And we've been reactive 17 years, which is why we can't get up to the chasing pack. Yeah? We flipping gave Aubameyang such a big contract because we wasn't proactive with Ozil tying him up. Do you know what I'm saying? So we gave him a massive contract because we saw that Ozil was going elsewhere. We were reactive in that situation. The AFCON come, and when I saw Klopp complaining, I was like, why are you complaining? Because all managers know AFCONs this year. Yeah? But our club was the same crap. We're light in the midfield. You're telling me my guy didn't know that the AFCON's happening. So why are we only now addressing the midfield when we knew it would be like, we knew El Nene is going to go represent his country. We knew Partey and we knew Aubameyang's going to go. So why didn't we plan for this? So I'm not confident. Then Xhaka, since he was out, he was injured. As soon as he came back from injury, he was put straight back into the starting lineup. And when we played you lot, I said, why don't we play Callum Chambers that played CDM for Fulham, I think 2 years ago, and they actually wanted to buy him. I'd rather Callum Chambers that ain't that great, or I know El Nene was on the AFCON. At least I know he's not a calamity. As soon as you have a play on the pitch that's a calamity, you're playing with a man down. And that's what happened against you guys. You know what I mean? I do also think that Minamino really messed up because you lot should have went 2-0 up. He had 2 clear chances. You lot should have put us to bed. So with Salah and Mane not being in the team, I think we've got a chance. This is the best chance we've got. But you've got a better squad, even without your 2 best players. You've got a better manager. And we're hearing this process that apparently Arsenal fans are telling me he needs another year after spending $250 million. So what is there for me to be happy about? But we're literally not in a title race. We're out of the FA Cup, and we're more than likely not favourites for tomorrow, and we may be out of a Carabao Cup. What is there for me to be happy about? And my club's supposed to be one of the biggest clubs in England.
Fair enough. With that said, I think there's a lot of things that you touched upon that I probably agree with. I feel like going back to what you said in terms of the Premier League and their deficiencies and setting out a framework that is a little bit more concise than the one in which they have is on them, and not. I don't blame you. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what I mean? You've done what you had to do, like we did in the circumstances. I do agree with the amount of loanees and stuff that your planning maybe hasn't been great, but then I'd say the same thing about us. Like I go in and Klopp, because Klopp said, like Klopp knew, like we've all known about this AFCON thing from time, and Klopp at the time said, "Oh, we'll find solutions," and I was like, okay. And then I'm seeing man doing Ox as false nine, and do you know what I mean? Like, and then like that. So you don't really have solutions. You're trying to just like find like
You're
little...
saying, don't get me started on that false nine,
bro.
Do you think he
When
covers
I saw
up
it,
for FSG? Do you think he covers up? Because Wenger in his last 10 years started covering up for our boards in deficiency.
Well, this is my thing. This is my thing in my channel, which is what I've said, right? I had a show with Ishmael on Weird and Wonderful. Go and check that out. And I had, like I've said, firstly, we're in this social media world that like it's very clickbait, takes things, and do you know what I mean? And so before I even say anything, like I still want Klopp to be my dad. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You have fallings out with your pups, and you just don't see eye to eye, but he's still my guy. But I've started to question when your actions start to be complicit. Do you know what I mean? I don't want a Mourinho coming out and throwing all his toys out the pram. But at the same time, there's little things that you could... It's funny because Gerrard hasn't been a manager as long as Klopp has, and I'm not saying it in terms of ability, but just in terms of personality and the way he carries himself, I think Gerrard would give us something a little bit more in terms of where he stood, if he was happy or if he wasn't. Do you know what I mean? Them like, you know, like with the way like managers are quite clever with it, and they'll just say the little like one-liners and stuff, and you're like, I see what he said. You know, them ones there. Like Klopp goes out and backs these guys so much now that I'm now starting to have to look at him, like you said, like Wenger was with his managers, because at the end of the day, I want to know where you're complicit, where if you actually feel, because there is a line where like he has said, and the way in which he operates, he likes smaller squads. Do you know what I mean? He likes and in terms of the way in which he uses our first 11, when we've had replacements, be it adequate or not, he still ain't used them. Do you know what I mean? This guy, as much as I love him, is in fear of running Trent Alexander into the ground. Do you know what I mean? Like the guy's only just turned 23. Rams, I was 23 in it. When I say 24, just turned 24, just turned 24. But when I say that to certain man, they're like, "Raw," I thought he was like, because of how much he's being used. You see what I'm saying? And like, there's certain things where I'm like, if we had adequate sort of cover, would you even? Do I trust you enough to be able to use it? Like. There's a lot of things that I do think that Klopp is culpable, and yeah, that's just to answer your question.
Can I give a quick analogy?
Yeah,
I think it's a really good analogy as well. I think someone might have said, I think it might have been Drifty or someone or Callum.
He's good with the analogy.
Yeah, it's like FSG are the obsessive stepdad, Klopp is the mum, and we're the kid. And then you see the stepdad keep on berating us. He hits us. He beats us for no reason. And then Klopp is at the mum saying, no, we'll keep it in-house. We'll keep it in-house. I'll tell him off. He won't do it again. But they just keep on doing it. And as you ask your mum, what are you doing? He's still doing the same thing. And he's clearly not listening to you. So it's
Exactly
that
that.
sort of relationship, man. It really
Exactly
is.
that.
But he
Exactly
needs
that.
to push on. Like, I like managers, yeah, that push the board. Managers like Conte, when they don't get their way, as much as people are, oh, you know, if they don't get their way, they get mad, bro. When they're doing it on behalf of your club to win trophies, you'll love it. You know what
To
I'm
a
saying?
certain
When
extent,
Mourinho
I
was
do.
doing it, you love it. Like, who cares
Yeah.
about the board? Like, who cares? We care
What,
about the club and the
one
club
thing I
being
would say.
successful.
One thing I would say is I totally agree with what you're saying. Like, I do agree, but then at the same time, if you go back and ask those clubs that those things have happened to, and you've asked them the state of what that actually did to the state of the club, do you know what I mean? It can be very demoralizing, and like I like the way our club is run. That's why I was very careful to say at the beginning, it doesn't mean that you can just like have to just back these, man. But there are certain coy things you can come out and say, like to come out and say we will find solutions, and do you know what I mean? And then to come out and then be like, well, any team would miss Mane and Salah. It's just, I'm like, you're fucking taking the piss, bro. On one minute you said that you had solutions, it'll be fine. You know that they're going, it's all good, and now you're sitting there going, well, you know, any team would miss them. I don't want to hear that bullshit, bro. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I want you to be able to like to know that. And if Klopp is such a systems manager, like they say, like he's such a system, all our like 80% of our goals have come from Salah. So like it's obvious that you won't be able to put just anybody in these random places and the system just works. So like at this, you would know that, and his incapability of being able to do something about that is what I have a problem with. You know, them ones there. Like there's only so much, like Ram said, that you can keep on saying, yo, FSG. But at the same time, when Klopp came in, what assurances was he given? Because if he came in and was given no assurances and was pretty much told the lay of the land, he then can't maybe be like, yo, I can do you see what I'm saying? So there's nuance.
Yeah, but you've hit gold though, bro. Like when you hit gold with a manager, like how you lot got, how Man City's got, they need to be back, because you never know if the replacement after, because eventually he will leave, if you know what he could do. Because looking at Klopp, what he's been there 5 years, 1 Champions League, 1 Premier League is it's good. But if he's given more money, he could imagine what he could do in terms of competing with Man City. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, this is the golden time for you lot. You know what I mean? Like the golden time for Man United was Fergie. He was backed, and we had a golden time with Wenger, the first 10 years anyway. You have to back them, because you never know. It's not written in the stars that your next manager is going to be a Klopp. It might take 5, 6, 7 years. So you need to back him, because at the end of the day, we've seen it when clubs don't back good managers that are overachieving. What he did with you lot is overachieved. Your squad was dead when he came in there. And this is the thing I get annoyed with Arsenal fans. We spend more money than you. But look at your squad and look at our squad. In the last 5 years, we have outspent you by quite a lot. Yeah. And even this manager spent almost $250 million alone in 2 years. Yeah. And look at the squad that you've got. How can your manager not be backed as much as Arsenal? With all due respect, I love Arsenal. Arsenal's my club and is my heart. And I always love Arsenal. But nobody can tell me that Arsenal are bigger than Liverpool. Liverpool have the fan base. You have the trophies, and they should be backed. You've got the money. It's a myth that you ain't got the money. And FSG are taking the piss because you've got a golden manager, and I would be pissed off. Yeah, because I'm already pissed off of my club. What I get annoyed about Arsenal fans, they talk, oh, you can't compete because of money. I said, Liverpool are the best example of how to run a club with self-sustaining. When we came to the Emirates, they said, oh, we're going to compete with Bayern Munich. We're going to run self-sustaining. Really? Well, Liverpool got less budget running on self-sustaining, and they won the Champions League and they won the league. Yeah. When's the last time we was even in a title race? Yeah. And we spend more money. So at the end of the day, even though your owners are dead and our owners are dead, you've got a world-class manager. And that's all it takes. If you get a world-class manager in there that can change things, it's irrelevant that that your owner's not that great. But at the same time, if your board and your management weren't so incompetent, you would have won more leagues. Maybe not Champions League, but you definitely would have won more leagues because you would have been backed. And that's why I get my back up about Arsenal, because we're complacent and they just have this feel, oh, well, what can we do? What can we do? Demand more. Because as fans, this is a competition. We enter to compete. Or what we doing here? That's why in the green screen, can you see I got Premier Leagues here? I have to remind these, man. We're only the 3rd biggest because of what we won, not how many times we're in the top 4 race. And that's why I get pissed off. Because the standards are in the gutter. You lot are complaining because you lot want to win more. I ain't seen a Prem in 17 years, my guy.
Yeah, but like it's funny. I've said this before on another stream. We went from the ones that you made fun of to to like the ones that you could, the reflections of yourself. You know, like you used to be 30 years, and now like 30 years is that shit comes kind of quick, right? You know, like that. Like you, Man United. Do you know what I mean? You're all looking like, yo, now I kind of see Wagwan and like
when you two were brought up, when both of you were growing up, where were Liverpool finishing? Because when I was growing up, I was born 92. You lot weren't doing anything. That was the end of your dominance when I grew up. You know what I'm saying?
When I was watching Liverpool, it was first season, it was fourth, about fourth, fifth, that sort of area. So this was when the last season of Houllier, when I started watching Liverpool, it was Champions League, FA Cup.
So you weren't even Roger. You weren't even Evans. Like you missed Evans.
I missed Evans. I just got Houllier, and then afterwards, that's all I know. I didn't watch Evans.
Give me 1 second.
But look, all I'm saying, Northside, I completely get what you're meaning. And the thing is, right, everyone knows my opinions on who I want as my manager next. Everyone knows I want Nagelsmann in. I don't want Gerrard in because Gerrard is going to be, it's going to be painful because it's going to be tough for him going from Villa to Liverpool, and the system and everything and the budget and everything is completely different. But when it comes to our board and our management, man, anyone could go onto Forbes like top 500 clubs, look at our finances and see how much we make, how much profit we make every single season. We're behind United in terms of revenue for a club, and Man United are the top. We have money. I've been saying this. Me and Saint talked beforehand about our transfers. We don't need a lot. We really don't.
We're not out here talking about Mbappe, Haaland.
Exactly.
Like,
we probably need 3 players: a Mazraoui, a right back to cover, would ideally be Mazraoui, a centre midfielder, a Zakaria would be decent, a 6 or an 8 to cover for Wijnaldum, and a forward, ideally a Diaby or Nkunku. Mm-hmm. That's all we need. We only need those players. And you know what the funny thing is? I've been hearing a lot of rumors in the summer about us getting Vlahovic for 30 mil. And we didn't even bother going for him. We don't bother. Now he's worth about 60 or 70 million pounds. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. We're turning into reactive FC. When we were great, we signed Van Dijk. We need a new goalkeeper. We'll chuck 70 mil. We'll get Alisson. We needed a DM. We needed a solid DM. We go and get Fabinho. We needed a decent midfielder. We got and got Keita. Bearing in mind he's had his injuries. But
we still slapped at 50, 55, 56 mil on him.
We had to sign a premium to get him, so no one else can get him.
But now Liverpool, we'll wait for man to double their value. Like it's still not right. It's so crazy, stupid. Bro. Like it's crazy. Let me get to some of these.
Now we have to rely on a youth man to cover one of our most important positions in centre midfield.
Yep.
Look, I was happy that Harvey Elliott got back. He's my boy. Hammersmith boy. 15 minutes away from me.
That's our one and only January signing, bro.
Exactly. I want him to do well. West London boy. But I can't rely on an 18-year-old kid to have the whole weight of a football club in one of our most important positions to play week in, week out. He needs help. I don't want another Michael Owen. I want him to be like a Steven Gerrard, brought in at like 19 or 20, little blended in with the likes of your McAllisters, who will be like a Henderson, with the Thiagos and everyone. I don't want him to start every single season. I don't want the pressure of him living up to Mo Salah, who's the best player in the world. We saw what happened with Michael Owen. We saw with our own eyes. He got injuries and he was washed out at 24. I don't want that for him. And it looks like it's going to happen. So all I need to say, FSG need to buck up their ideas.
Look at his face. Look at his face. Ram,
I'm sad. Yeah, but I'm sad, bro, because everything he's saying is true, bro.
No side. I'll tell you this. I'll put the scenario in. You know we're going to be playing the likes of Minamino, Firmino, and Jota. if I took out Minamino and I said, we're going to put in Musa Diaby, we're going to put Christopher Nkunku, would that strike fear in you? Those kind of players.
Yeah, I'd be more concerned. Yeah.
Exactly.
100%.
And these guys aren't 180 million pounds. They're half that. They're like Jota price. And we don't bother getting them.
We've got a good relationship with Salzburg. Like Nkunku is not that hard of an acquisition to get. Like
Nkunku's best friend, we just signed him.
Oh, come on, man.
You know,
come on, man.
Ibrahima Konate, his best friend is Nkunku.
Like, let's do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't make any sense, bruv. Like,
Naby Keita played with him.
Bruv, let's. And do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, things like this is why I look at Klopp when I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm a bit because you choose to play a midfield of Henderson and Milner. When Keita's available prior to going to the AFCON, he goes the next day and then tears it up. Like man of the match, like he's doing bits.
There's no fitness problems when he's with Guinea, bro.
What the hell, bruv? What's going on? Listen, let me get into some of these comments in it. Funny how Leon Northside was scapegoating Ben White, then he puts in a man of the match performance versus Liverpool. Well, I still think Ben White is dead food personally.
When he dropped the stinker,
and also.
When you drop a stinker, come back in the comments and apologize to me, innit? When you see that he's flipping, do you know what I mean? That he's dead food, yeah? Then come back and apologize.
Okay, it's about to get spicy, you know them way there. Like.
I got one thing to say, yeah. It took us until 85 minutes to play proper football.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't have a shot on target. He didn't have a shot on target to deal with. So I know that like people are bigging up Ben White, but really and truly it was on us that flopped. But
the way we played, we should have put Alisson up front. We actually would have got a goal if we had
their possession.
I'm telling you. Listen, so as we get spice up in here, let's welcome one of them hype Arsenal fans. You know, like that man, like Prince Fowler and that. What are you telling me?
What are you saying, bro?
The delusion.
Yo, do you know what? Cause you're deluded, bro. You're deluded, bro. Man telling me Chelsea are fighting for the title. They're dead, bro. I told you the other night. I told you the other night about Chelsea.
What are you talking about telling me about Chelsea? This is your process that you back. You love the owners. You love this manager, yeah?
No, I don't love the owners. I back the manager.
What has your manager won? Has your manager won a Champions League? Has he? Has he won the league?
Doesn't matter.
All right, okay, all right then. So don't look at other man when our house is
Listen. Anyone that manager history haven't won the Champions League, so we can't ping that on. That's a bit harsh.
He comes on the stream talking merda again, bro.
Even the Invincibles, when Embiid couldn't win the Champions League, that's a bit harsh to ping on Arteta, bro. That's a bit harsh, bro.
Is it harsh? Is it after spending $250 million and what we finished 8th and 8th?
No matter, Arsenal ain't built for the European Championship yet.
Oh, we're not built. Also, then we should just give up.
We never have been.
Huh?
We've never have been, bro.
If we're not at that level and Chelsea have won 2 Champions League and in Europa, why are you sending shots at Chelsea then?
Because bro, you see the challenge for the league. That's what I'm telling you. I told you the other day. They are not challenging.
They won the league last time, 2017. When's the last time we won the league?
It's 2022.
Bro, we need to be humble till we win something.
It's 2022. That was the past.
Do you see what I'm dealing with? This merda. Do you see what I'm dealing with? This is what I'm dealing with all the time.
Listen. Let me come in. Ding, 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 ding. Woo. Jesus. What's going on, Fred? How you doing, bro?
I'm all right, my brother. I just been a bit busy, you know. I just got off the phone call to Saudi Arabia. They're trying to get Aubameyang signed, innit? So.
Oh, sir, down.
I just got off the phone to my cousins. You got to sign Aubameyang, so he's going to Saudi, you know. See,
okay,
what do I do for the club, bro?
Listen, all we were talking about. Let me get your thoughts going into this game. What's your thoughts going into this game? Like, you know, relax, no sir, relax.
No, to be honest with you, I had a lot of stick off the man next to me. I'm telling you, home, Emirates, you already know the outcome. Arsenal win.
This is why I love having man on here. I needed this. I needed more. You know, like that. Arsenal win. All right.
Come on, Arsenal 100%, bro. Arsenal gonna do it, man.
And you know what? We'll get into that. Just speaking of the last game, was that would you say if you had to judge it on one or the other, was it a brilliant, stellar defensive performance by Arsenal? or was it us kind of fumbling the bag and us not really kind of, do you know what I mean?
Arsenal just was just phenomenal defending, bro. To be honest with you, Liverpool couldn't break us down. They come from all angles. Maybe in the last minute that what's that guy that had a chance? Yeah, but that was about it really. But if Saka would have took it first time, I think Saka would have scored. When we hit you on the counter.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, Saka was a problem first game. I'm not gonna lie, Saka was a problem. Let me go around. Actually, now that's a good segue, to be very honest with you, right? Because I was gonna ask. I'm gonna go around, and this is a tricky one because of obviously lineups and who's gonna come in and stuff. But I'm gonna go to each person, and I would like you to say an opposing, because obviously we don't have Mane, we don't have Salah, so just what I'm saying, Rams. Who is it from Arsenal that you're going to be quite apprehensive about playing against, especially with us playing at Emirates?
Is Smith Rowe back?
I think he's back. It's an
Emirates game, bruv. Everyone will be back, bruv. Partey will be warming up. Everyone will be back, bruv. Like, like that.
If the game ain't cancelled, then everyone's back.
yeah. Like that. Trust me.
But yeah, if he's
Tommy Yasu, all of them.
Yeah, man. Back, like if Smith Rowe's back, then he's gonna be a problem because his outputs are very good. Like, I don't think he's a very flashy player. Doesn't have like techers, or he's not a proper baller, but he's efficient. He's very good at striking a ball, and he gets into good positions. And that on the counter attack is very worrying. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I have to go for Smith Rowe. I think he'll be a massive problem if he's playing.
Fair enough. Northside, I'll give that question to you.
I'd say I got to stick up for my Portugueser. Jota, innit? Come on, bring up my boys, Caramba, family in the house. It's just a shame that he plays for you lot, but yeah, I love that guy, man. Like, that was a great buy. And he's just a problem, man. I know he's been a little bit hit and miss with you guys, but he just needs a little bit more time. He just needs a bit of time. It's like Grealish at Man City, yeah? People talk, is he a flop or not? Trust me, these managers are levels, man. Just a little bit more time.
It's weird with him, though, because I don't think anyone's saying... It's weird. Like with Grealish, we're looking for him to start. Whereas I think with Jota, it's different because when he started, he lit up the place. Do you know what I mean? I think surprisingly so. And I think it's just now that it's kind of... Now there's one or two things that I'm seeing in his game personally that I'm like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like sometimes he's too like... it's weird because he's the best number 9 I think we've got, probably arguably in the league. But I do think sometimes he's a bit rash. Like sometimes I'm like a little bit composure. Like he knew he was going to try and strike that. Do you know what I mean? Like just relax. Like what he did to you, man, funnily enough. Put Ben White and Ramsdale on his ass. I don't see enough of that. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes do you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, come on, man. Like
he lacks that instinct. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, it's too much.
And sometimes like, bro, the defender's gonna know that. You know, like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, but you're right. Like Fouad, what would you agree, or you got someone else that you're think, or no one you think that we're dead food and you're just gonna run through us? What?
No. Do you know what, bro? To be honest with you, the player I rated Liverpool, and do you know why he doesn't get enough credit is Origi. You know, I think like the last time, you know, he done well in that competition, like, you know, and so
against you, man, again.
I have to agree with my half Portuguese brother. Yo, Jota is the threat, like. He is right because he is quality. Like without Mane and Salah, there ain't no one there really like.
Minamino's sick, but his end product ain't on the level of Salah, and you know
what? No, but you know what? He's good at positioning himself. Like he's good at positioning himself. So like when the moment comes, he'll pick up the ball and score. So I'll give him now. Like
he's a better Werner. Like he because you say like his end product isn't great. His end product hasn't actually been too bad. Rams,
I agree.
Isn't it? Like especially in the
Minamino.
Yeah. But like his end product hasn't actually. I was actually saying
it's not
to people
bad,
a while ago. I was like, I know what you mean, but then we haven't been playing him as a striker. That's
He-
the thing
he-
as well.
He reminds me of Kagawa so
It's the son of
much.
that one, isn't it?
Like he's just the way he plays. He gets himself into
Mm.
good positions and he's quite efficient. But sometimes he can just ghost. He can ghost
Yeah,
into
no,
a
he
game
can.
and just
He
like
can.
he gets so
He can.
isolated that he doesn't really do much. And
Yeah.
he's,
And then
he's
we'll
a-
overdo stuff.
yeah,
Everyone's
exactly,
there. Yeah,
exactly. And then just whenever he gets an opportunity, he's like a rabbit in headlights. He just slashes.
But then you
it
think
into
the
top
system that
guy.
he's asked to play, the way he needs to provide for the wingers, is kind of the system goes against him in terms of him racking up numbers because he's supposed to be the linchpin between the midfield and the attack. So I don't really blame him. I think he's leveled. I think if he didn't have to play that exact role, then I think he could score more. But he's integral to helping Salah and Mane. Do you know what I mean? And that just shows how unselfish he is because many players wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that dog work for somebody else.
But the thing is, he has been playing on the wings, and like, at times he's been decent, but then at times, like I said, he just ghosts. He gets out muscled so easily. That's why he reminds me so much of Kagawa when he's at United. He looks like a good technical player, but he can't deal with the physicality of the game. In the Premier
I
League.
would agree.
You can if you got, you know what, I find it, but if you got quick feet, you can. I think I know people talk about England's physiology, like the most physical Premier, like the most physical league. But if anyone with quick feet, I think they handle it. They can handle it. Like when, for example, like when you look back in it, like players like Xavi Alonso, Cazorla, and all them, they're all small players, but they can handle it because they were quick feeted. So when they're coming in physically, bam, skip past you, see you later.
Yeah, I hear where you're coming from,
I
yeah,
get
but then
that.
at the same time, I do think physicality plays a part in it because all the ones that have gone to the next level who have quick feet, Hazard, Ronaldo, like, do you know what I mean? Like they've then added that physical thing to their game, and then do you know what I mean? And
People
that's
forget
for us.
Santi was quite strong. Santi, even though he was a midget, he was
low,
strong.
low center of gravity. No, like he did like low center of gravity and stuff. Just what I'm saying. So it's like even Keita had that problem when, do you know what I mean? And what we did was bulk him up a bit because he couldn't deal with the physicality. Do you see what I'm saying? So it is, but he does need to he needs to replace the Japanese food for the hard food. He needs some dumpling. He needs some yeah, I mean some stew chicken. He needs to put on that weight.
Well, that's what's happened, bro. You know, look at Tommy Asu. You know, that's
Tommy Asu's. Yeah, Tommy Asu. That's what I mean, bro. He needs to look at Tommy Asu.
Tommy Asu be going to be chilling with Northside eating them dumplings, bro.
Yeah, bro. Trust me, bro. Hey, no nonsense, bro. So going to you, man. What's? I mean, it's probably a good thing that Xhaka's not playing because like you man all getting investigated for betting and it's all peak. It's all going.
Now,
it's all going on.
Fuad is gutted. He's the captain of the process.
Of the Xhaka fan
He's the
club,
captain
yeah?
of the process.
Okay.
He's stressed. Look at him. He's stressed up. My boy. It's my boy. Again.
Yo, Saint, do you know this guy?
Right,
You know what I keep telling him, bro? You know this guy, like, I keep telling him, like, look, listen, none of us are perfect, right? I can't answer for mistakes. If they make a mistake and it's blatant, if he makes a mistake and it's blatant, like when he got sent off against Liverpool, I can't defend that. But it doesn't mean I got to jump on the manager's head because it was him who got sent off. The manager won't go give him instructions. Go and
who picks him?
But he did decide to keep him, though.
Who picks the player?
No, yeah.
Everyone has.
That's another thing.
Everyone has.
No, who picks the players? And what is his reputation? And how old is he? 29.
I can't defend it. I told you. I can't defend it.
Arsenal fans like you. Oh, he's an international blood.
No.
That's how light it is. Yeah.
No,
it's not like getting into Spain.
No,
Brazil
I'm saying
all of
to you
that, yeah.
Right,
My guy's 29 years old and he keeps on doing this. And who
like
played
I said
him?
to you, the guy. Look, I can't. All right, listen. I can't explain that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not. When he keeps picking Xhaka, bro, that's a mistake itself. But then it's something that I can't.
So it's a mistake.
defend.
So you can judge it then because the manager picked the player.
When I told you he's pathetic by picking him, but at the same time, I can't defend it.
Is it true that he tried to keep him? Like you offered a
that was another mistake too. Listen, the man was on holiday with Mourinho.
Fuad's boy extended the contract. Fuad's like, yeah, sign the thing. We'll do a TV, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, listen.
Emirates, we'll do another video. Fuad's there twerking.
Ram. What's your name? Ram, is it? Ram, is it?
Yeah, Ram.
Show for what? Is that your name? Ram, is it?
Yeah, Ram.
Ram, listen, bro. What I'm saying to you, cuz, is these guys, when it's a fault, bloody hell, it's World War III. And what is a good thing is like they can't give them credit. Like last week,
bro, I hear you, bro. I hear you. I've been telling. I've got like a weekly show. I got a weekly show with Northside, so and I've been telling him. I don't personally think Arteta's the be all and end all. Yeah,
I know,
but I don't think he's half as bad, and you don't give him the credit in which he deserves. Like you can't. Like, you lot.
Wait.
I tell you what, Northside. If you do get top 4, it'll be a very, very good season.
Listen. If no. Ram. If he gets top 4 and Pep doesn't win Champions League, he should be manager of the season.
Depends on who wins the league. Depends on who wins the league.
No, that's
no. Man City winning the league. Man City winning the league.
Overgassing him. This
you don't agree.
I give it Thomas Frank. I give it Thomas Frank.
How many teams finished above us? Yeah, that this season.
Bro, Arsenal get top 4.
No. Hold on.
I still give it Thomas Frank.
Hold on. This is some merda. Wait, hold on. Last season, teams that finished above us, yeah, that are underperforming this season. Man United, Leicester, Tottenham are underperforming. There's a lot of teams that are underperforming this season, yeah?
Right.
That's why Arsenal are climbing up. Also, there's certain teams that got games in hand. Also, this manager spent $250 million, yeah? Probably more than what Klopp has spent the whole time in things. Hold on. Also, you're telling me Unai Emery, the team Unai Emery had, he had like Monreal, man like that. He didn't have Partey. He didn't have man like Pepe and all these man there. This guy managed to finish with that dead team. He finished 5th. This guy spent $250 million and my team finished 8th and 8th. And man are telling me it's so good if he gets into 4th. How did the other manager with all this backline that we've got at Arsenal?
But he had a big
listen, he spent, but hold on, no side. He spent $150 million, yeah. It can be sometimes a little bit deceptive. In the last 2 transfer windows, he spent the most. But the transfer window prior to this one had Pepe in it for 72 million. You understand? This one, he spent 150 something million on 6 players, bro. Like, what does 150 million buy you? Like, it doesn't. You can't.
Yeah, okay, cool.
6 players, bro. Like, who are all under.
I know he's right. Come on,
Don't start going on. This guy's the be on end all because a guy that spent less money, yeah, and we had a worse squad throughout. You know that for a fact, yeah. We've got rid of him. Arsene Wenger, even at 17 years old.
But you know what?
Arsene Wenger, wait, hold on.
Listen, no offense. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. But you know who got rid of him?
Finished 8th and 8th. Yeah? This guy's got nothing on his CV to tell me that this guy's going to take us to the next level. You on my channel. No, hold on. I'm calling you out, fam. You on my channel said, "Oh, how are we going to compete against Klopp and Pep?" And you think this guy, the flipping apprentice, yeah, is going to beat them? Are you mad?
Listen,
is this club? No. Is football a competition or is it a charity match?
No. I'm saying
charity match. Keep him in. Competition. Go get the best manager.
No, but I'm saying no side. I said to you.
How we letting Conte go to Tottenham? Conte.
Listen. No side.
No. You disrespect.
Let him answer.
Whoa.
Yo, no side.
I got you fired. You're not one of us, but don't worry. We won't let you walk alone, bro.
No. Listen, bro. This guy, all right. This guy. What I said to him, right? I think I'm gonna break it down to you, all right. I said to him, the same players who started to lack for Wenger started lacking for Emery. Emery never got sacked because of Emery's qualities. He got sacked because the players got him sacked because they were bunk and they were moaning about him. That's who got him sacked because Unai Emery come out in the interview and said, I can motivate him to play in the final, these players. Now, when they're going to Baku and the ex-manager's telling you that is not his fault. And I told you, the wrong thing they did was not back Emery. But what happened was the boards finally woke up and said, we can't keep sacking managers because of these clowns. Let's get rid of the players. So the first thing they did was say, Sule Ozil terminated his contract. Then Sule Mustafi terminated his contract. Now Kalashnikov's gone. Now Bellerin's gone. And now they're all starting to move slowly. Next is going to, now things on the way out. There may be Al Nani. Albania might be on the way out. He might be going to Saudi Arabia. And that's how it's going to work. But when he brought in his players he can work with, the man has proven a point to all Arsenal fans. I got my players. I'm challenging for top 4. Going back to game in hand, you got to win them first. Tottenham ain't beating Leicester tonight. Are you mad? Are you dizzy, blood?
Can I reply?
Hey, Brentford meet Man United tonight, boy.
Yeah,
No.
you know what I'm saying?
Fuad,
That's
at
what
the
I'm
end of
saying
the
to you.
day, no, Fuad, hold on, yeah? How can you do worse with more money spent than the manager before you? That is
But that's what I'm trying to-
regression. Wait, hold on.
Okay,
Let
that
me
yeah,
land, let me
but
land.
he ain't doing
That
worse.
is
The fact,
regression,
look,
yeah?
but
And
the
also,
man's in
that
the
manager, let me land. I'll let you land. Let me land.
All right, land it.
We got
Drop it
8th
like it's
and
hot.
8th after him spending $250 million. Yeah? So how are you telling me this is progression? You're talking about top four. Top four ain't cemented on. I've just told you 3 teams. We're never going to get a chance like this again, where 3 or 4 teams are falling off tremendously. No one at the start of the season predicted that Man United will go this bad. Yeah? Or Leicester. They're falling as well. Yeah?
I did.
At the end of the day, you know in your heart that this manager ain't good enough to beat the top managers of this league. That is the standard. If you're not going for the league, then what's the point? Top 4 is not the aim. Number 1 is the aim. And this manager
What I'm saying to you is we gotta start. Okay, and I keep telling you, like I keep telling you, number 1 is the aim. But for us to look, for us to attract the world class players, they want to play Champions League football, bro. So by us the challenge, we get in the top 4. So when the top players can come, we attract them. We say, okay,
I've said that
first
to
things
the
first.
north side.
No,
London,
that's fine.
second,
There has to be progression. You don't just go straight
You
from
just don't
8th
go
to
from
start
top-
the
Yeah.
2
Champions
years
League.
ago, we were
you
5th.
don't.
He dragged us to 8th.
But
Even
yo-
Arsene Wenger Wash never got us to 8th. That's my point. He regressed.
But
You
that's
know
what I'm
what?
saying. They were on a
Wait,
decline, though.
wait.
They were on a decline, though, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They were on a decline. That's why Wenger left. They were on a decline, bro.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
even
to you.
on
Like,
the
that
decline,
If you can't see that-
sometimes a position can be a false position. Like
100%.
Man United second, like Man United second last season. Now, do you know what I'm saying? Like, look at what you could even see it as raw. Man United have really fallen that deep, but really and truly, they were like, it wasn't overachieving. It was just a false position. I think your 5th at that time was a false position. You were
Yeah,
in a
100%.
far worse state as a club than what your position in the Premier
agree.
League showed.
I agree.
So
when listen, we are the only club that spend money and then the expectation goes lower and lower and lower.
But you
And
have
the
to
end of the
see.
day-
But wait.
But
You have
Shit.
to see what you're spending the money on, bro. If you're spending the money on 6
But that's not my
players
fault.
under
This is not my- this is not
23,
my process.
then there isn't
This
an
is not my
expectation
process.
for you to.
Yeah, but I know, but North Bank, you gotta give him. North
But that's
Bank,
why I
North
don't like
side,
this process, because I wouldn't have spent 150 million the way he did.
North
Yeah?
side.
That's
Listen,
why I
but
don't
North
back this
side,
process.
North
Wait,
side.
Fuad, hold
Listen,
on. Chelsea
North-
spent money and then Lampard underachieved, fired. Yeah, whether you think it's fair or not.
But
the
Chelsea's
But
model's
Chelsea were in a
completely
better-
different to you.
Exactly, way different. They were way different. They had way more to attract the players that they
And
wanted.
Chelsea had players that didn't want to play for the manager as well.
That is fine. That is fine. What I'm saying is, in modern day football, when you don't hit the expectation, the manager takes the fall. We've already seen Norwich change manager, Aston Villa. They got rid of the manager that brought them up. That is modern football. Giving these managers 3-4 years is not the
but the
way
thing is-
forward.
Well,
but
North
the
side,
thing
can
is-
I
Last
state a
2 years
fact?
is Chelsea. How many managers have they had?
We curse Arteta. North side,
North
can I
side.
actually
I'm
take
not-
North
I'm
side?
not
Can I
even
state
a-
a fact?
Go on.
Can I state a fact? All right, let's talk about this season, right? We've been cursing Arteta. All right, Arsenal fans curse Arteta. Okay, some of them are entitled. I ain't got an issue with them. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But I'm coming out, all right? But you don't see none of the Arsenal players coming out saying, oh, I want to go and play for elsewhere. I miss Inter Milan, this and that. So Tuchel, he's got problems in his club. By Lukaku coming out saying, nah, he got problems in his club. It ain't no, the grass ain't always green. The man come in, fair enough. The guy's a top coach. I ain't taking nothing away from him. All right, he won the Champions League, but when it comes to the Premier League, the man's struggling.
And also, I just want to quickly say on that what you said about the 150 mil. Sometimes the grass ain't greener on the other side, bro. Sometimes if you spend 150 mil on 2 players and they don't perform, then it's just going to be a waste of money. But
Okay,
at
Ram,
least
can I ask you
the
something?
150 players, but the
you bought
amount of players that
prospects.
you bought, majority of them have been good signings. Ramsdale
That's what I'm
been a good
saying.
signing. Ben
Tommy
White,
Asu.
whether you like him or not, has been decent.
They've been
Tommy
decent,
Yasu's
but
been
Ram,
great.
But Ram, we had better options and we keep failing and getting better options. Yeah. I'm not saying these managers are the best and would have brought success, but you don't go when Everton are getting Ancelotti and we're getting Arteta, there's a
But
problem.
look at what
When
Ancelotti
Conte,
did.
hold on, Saint.
But look
When
at what
Ancelotti did.
When
All right,
Conte,
yo,
hold on. When Conte
I'll counter
is
him
going
now.
to Tottenham, when Conte is going to Tottenham and we are staying with Arteta, there's a problem. Conte, no matter what you think about him, doesn't need $250 million because that 150 is that's on the second season. How much money did he spend in the first year? Yeah. That is a better option. Nobody can't tell me footballing reason why Arteta is a better manager than Conte. We should have promised him what he wanted, and then we would have got him because we're a bigger club. And that is where my standards are, and I'm not going to accept that because we cannot go with Arteta, over Ancelotti, over Conte, and allow other clubs doing that. This complacent. Hold on, Ferd. Us being this complacent. Do you know, once upon a time, if we didn't hold on to Arsene Wenger and the whole myth of Arsene Wenger, we could have potentially attracted a Klopp. Yeah, we could have, but he went to Liverpool. Agree. Yeah, because of sentiment. I'm sick and tired of sentiment. Football's about winning. At the end of the day, we only want players staying at our club if we're winning. And at the end of the day, if you don't achieve the targets don't drop. At the start of the season, Arsenal fans was telling me, "Oh, now we're out of Europe. Now we can focus on the FA Cup and the Carabao." We went out the FA Cup. Oh, it's not important. If we go out the Carabao, it's not important. Stop dropping, because the standards of the season stays that throughout the season. If it's not met, you get in a manager that can achieve it. At the end of the day, managers like Conte are out there, and he doesn't need a 3, 4, 5-year process. So why can't
I ask you something? So can I ask you something? I know the answer because you already hate my man, anyways. Yeah, I think I'll only ask you and Rams in it because I already know far-wide bar. You know what I mean? If you don't get an FA, and if we knock you out the Carabao, but you end the season 4th, would you still want another manager?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
No,
you
asked me a question. Let me answer it.
This is
Let me answer it. This is why. This is why.
Rams, let me counter him now. I said to him, you know Ancelotti, right? Yeah, he went to Everton, all right? But do you know what Ancelotti, when he signed that Everton contract, right? There was no program, there was no philosophy, there was no project. Do you know why? Because in that project, in his contract, he said, soon as Real Madrid and Barcelona comes knocking the door, I'm leaving. What happened? He left Everton to dry. Benitez took over. He left Everton to dry. All these managers you've been calling out.
Big up Agent Benitez. Big up Agent Benitez.
Trust me, Agent Benitez and Conte will leave Tottenham. Like, they might win one DB, but he's not going to leave them in any better of a state. Like,
it won't be It
won't be bro. It's not always great on the other side. But listen, we've only got 10 minutes in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you lot go first. Can you lot please don't kill each other. Please try and be as
you need to raise your standards, man. Football's
try and bro. The thing is, very quickly before I go into this, I'm looking as a external fan as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm sitting here saying, like, yo, the dead wood that man's cleared out of your team, the amounts of. No, but it wasn't like they were still needed. He done it. He
done it. Yeah, and his most
still needed to be
signing Ben White. We can all.
He sorted out your Ozil issue. He not Emery, not Lumber. He sorted out your Ozil issue.
And Mustafi. And
Banyan, bro. Also, do you want me to tell you what else he done? We ain't got time.
Listen, we ain't got time. We ain't got time. You lot go into smash a like. Everyone that's in here, make sure you're smashing a like. You lot, can you try and figure out what your predicted lineup would be for this? Because obviously, I'm quite intrigued.
Go through it. This is your process. Your manager.
Come on, man. This is a collective. This is a collective thing. Will he play Rams though?
Yeah, I think he'll go with the same lineup, but I just think Smith Rowe will be in instead of. I think he'll play Smith Rowe in the middle with Lukonga most probably. Or you never know Thomas Partey, because I know Thomas Partey flew back.
He's not going to be. He's not going to be ready. He's not
going to be ready in time.
He's not going to be ready.
That
says a lot if you're still holding on to the hopes of Thomas Partey being in that midfield, bro.
Blood. Did you see bruv? Did you see what, bruv? Lukonga, that mistake against Nottingham Forest, that was Xhaka-esque. And then we got Xhaka. Of course, we're praying for flipping Partey to come back, blood. You know what I mean?
So run me through your lineup. So Ramsdale, Tomiyasu back? Or no?
I think it'd be Tommy. The back four will be Tomiyasu, Gabriel. Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel, Kieran Tierney. I think in the middle. Is Odegaard back?
Who?
So I want to know.
Odegaard might be back in it because he's done his 7 days isolation.
Yeah, I think he might be back.
So Odegaard might be back. Smith Rowe might be back. So I don't know. He'd either go with Smith Rowe or Odegaard, Saka, Martinez. The same 11. I think just Smith Rowe.
Just Smith Rowe and maybe Aubameyang because Nketiah's dead and he might not go for Lacazette.
But then again, he might play Nketiah because he has been playing him in his competition. So I think Nketiah. But apparently, bro, Aubameyang's not back, bro.
Apparently, he's doing tests. I saw in the
that's what
he's doing tests. Because apparently they're investigating why he came back early from Gabon or something. I think
so he might not be back.
COVID or not. If he's got COVID, call the match off.
I swear he had COVID.
Yeah, he had COVID when he went over there.
No, you got malaria. This guy got malaria, man.
Oh, right.
No. When he was at AFCON, when he went to Dubai.
Nah, man, he was out.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. When he went AFCON, he got. That's when he had to thingy. I know.
He didn't play for Gabon, did he?
Nah, he didn't.
The game's going ahead though, anyway, so they won't call it off now. It's definitely going ahead.
All right. So Rams, let's try and get this team. What are you saying, Alisson?
Alisson, semi-final, bro. You have to play our strong.
Alisson's second debut.
Yeah, bro. All right. So Alisson, Trent, Matip,
Virgil,
Verge. No, Konate, no.
No, not Konate.
You think he's gonna?
I think he'll be better for Crystal Palace. Not gonna lie. I want to see a fight between him and Benteke. You know what I mean?
Benteke. Yeah, I was just about to see all of that. Yeah. All right, like this is the more contentious bit, like the midfield.
Fabinho, Jones, and Henderson. I don't want to see Milner with Henderson in the midfield.
I don't want to see.
To be honest, I don't think Klopp's going to play a strong team, man.
Oh, Ox is injured, isn't it?
Ox is injured, man.
Yeah. Okay. And then what? Jota. Who plays on the right? Jota, Bobby. Who plays on the right?
It's got to be Minamino, innit? I want to give Gordon a chance. I'm that desperate, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's a right-handed side player, but people are telling me that he's gonna get cooked. I'm like, I don't really fancy him in Tierney, though.
Gordon's got that pace. If we're gonna play defense, I don't think we're gonna play defensive, but at least Gordon's got a little bit of something about him.
We're gonna have control of the game, like even though it's at what's it called, Emirates. We're definitely gonna have like possession and man saying, do you know what it is, Demo? Man saying it's madness not to play Taki. I'm just saying, I don't know if I like Taki on the right. He's already come out and said that like his favorite position is centre forward and all of that, and like I just don't know if I like him on the right. It's not a case of him not playing; it's just the position, really.
And I don't want to play Jota on the right.
Honestly, I don't think Klopp's going to play a strong team.
Nah, I think he will.
I definitely think he will. He's going to play.
I don't think he will. You know,
you think he's going to play a less strong team than the last game against you lot?
I think he might. Do you know do you know the players he brought on? The 3 players he brought on towards the end.
What, Nico, Gomez?
Yeah, I think he's going to go with them.
Nah.
Nico.
Nah, bro. That doesn't make any sense. You will go strong for the first game, come out of it. It's not even like we won that. Come out of it 0-0.
Yeah, but you got to look at it like this, innit? If you guys got any hope for the one injury, and it's already like
it's 2 games. It's 1 game to a final. It's 2 games, and we're holding up silverware. Like 2 games, bro. I can see your desperation. I can smell your desperation from here.
No, you can play a strong team, man. I'm just saying, I can see this guy doing it, bro. I don't know. I could be wrong.
You're getting desperate. Nah,
man.
Yeah,
man, desperate, bro.
Nah, man.
First man said, "Yo, Partey maybe," and now man said, "No, I don't reckon he's." Yo, relax.
Nah, I think he's got.
Do you know what is with Klopp? Do you know what is with Klopp? He's unpredictable, bro. I'll be honest with you.
I do. Listen, one thing I will give you is you're right. Klopp has done some mad bookie shit.
Yeah, he's unpredictable. Honestly, no offside. I've seen him do mad things. Don't be surprised.
Milner and Henderson together when Keita's sitting on the bench. But, bro, like. I'm telling you, I would be very surprised. I was quite surprised seeing how strong. I wasn't surprised, but I assumed he would go that strong, and I was like, oh, right, you did for the first game against you lot. So I definitely don't think he's going to go any less than that. Like I would be. I just think the.
Do you know without Liverpool, they are a good team, but do you know what? Without Mane and Salah, right? You guys are like, there's no one. There's no like flash. There's no.
Not gonna lie, it may sound mad, but if we had Origi, I'd be a little bit more confident.
I was just about to say that. Apparently he might be back for this game though. He might be back for this game though, Rams.
If that's true,
I don't think he'll start. But just to have him there,
Imagine, just a different player just to bring on, man.
Yeah, but really, you guys want to sell him now, innit? You want to sell him, innit? He's on the way out, isn't he?
Not now.
No, we don't know. We don't know. That's a touchy
Don't
subject.
sell him, man. Don't sell him. He's you lot,
bro.
Giroud, man. We
I'm
saw
telling
how good Giroud was when he left.
Well, you're preaching
No,
to the
I'll tell you what. If we sell him, we need to get someone in. We need to get someone in
and sell him abroad, bro. I don't want to see
him. Sell him to go.
I don't want to see him.
Arsenal win tomorrow. End up. No matter who you play, we're gonna win tomorrow.
Swap the Patrick shit. You know,
bro. What's so let's go around then. That's nice. The last that brings us very nicely. Now I'm a leave forward. I'm a leave forward because I like a bit of comedy at the end of the show. So let me go. Rams.
Yes.
Predict score. What are you telling me, my brother?
Yo, predicted score. You know, I'm gonna back my team. I'm gonna say 2-1 after extra time.
There ain't extra time.
Is it not? That's what there is.
But it's straight penalties, bro.
I suppose semi-finals there's extra time.
No, I swear down. I'm pretty sure. I think we did there's no extra time, bro. It's 90 minutes and pens, bro.
Oh.
I know. So it's techie, bro. I know, bro. It's techie, bro. Like, man, them get in the comments and let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure because I did my research, bro. Like it's straight.
No, I heard the same. I heard the same as straight pens.
It's straight pens, bro. So it's peak, bro. And the way we're playing, you can see like a draw, and we're not breaking them down. And,
pens at the Emirates, nah, man, no.
So techie, man. Yeah, bro. Carlos Eduardo.
Come on, Ram. Put your chest up. Pop your chest, Ram. Come on,
bro. Nah, it's. You know what? I'm gonna back my team. I think they're gonna do it in 90 minutes. 2-1.
Demo saying 3-1 tacky brace. Okay. 2-1, yeah. That was shaky though, Rams, man. That was.
Right, if it was extra time, I would have been confident. But seeing there's no extra time, I'm like, damn. Nah. Okay.
Nah, and we just don't look that like.
No, Ram was like, now I gotta put these Arsenal men in their place. You know what I mean? Now to the prediction, you ain't got chest. You got
no side. Not gonna lie. You changed my mind. Not all Arsenal fans are dumb.
Yo, no side. What are you telling me? What's the score, bro?
Do you know what? I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Arsenal, and I'll tell you why. We always have a chance when it's cup competition. If it was in the league, you lot will win. In the cup, we can beat Chelsea, we can beat Man City. We've proven it. You know what I mean? This club, for some reason, when it comes to cups, we have a chance. And because of that, I'm not going to say it with chest. Yeah, I'm going to be like Ram, no chest, but I'm going to say 2-1. And that's why, because I think anyone betting against Arsenal in a cup competition, I know we're better more in the FA Cup. We've only won the Carabao twice in our history. But we can beat you in a cup. We can beat most teams in the British Cups anyway. So yeah, 2-1 Arsenal. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Right.
The semi-final has extra time. The semi-final.
Listen.
I just checked. Semi-final has extra time.
He's happy. Look, he's happy. He's like,
yeah. All right.
I'll still stick with it. 2-1 after extra time.
Okay. Right, what are you telling me, bro?
I'm telling you this, bro. 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0.
2-0 Arsenal.
2-0.
Wow.
2-0.
Okay.
I'll even tell you who's going to score if you want, bro. No problem.
Go on. Yeah, go ahead. Let me
I'll say, you know what? I'll say Ben White off a corner and Smith Rowe off open play.
Don't say that. Smith Rowe, yeah? All right.
Ben White's going to score off a corner.
What is that based off? Has he even
corner? Wait, for what? Corner. Against Verge. Verge. The Verge.
And Matip, you know. Okay.
Verge of Matip.
I'm saying 2-0, same as Fad, to Liverpool.
I like this guy. He's confident like me, see?
Yeah. I think 2-0. I actually think Verge will score, to be fair. I think Verge on the corner.
See you there, bro.
But Verge was actually good at corners, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Verge was decent. I mean, Verge.
That's why he's still going, man.
And you know what?
He's come close.
Samurai's gonna get one, bro, and stick it in my heart, bro, and be like, "Ha, dickhead!" Yeah. So Taki.
Why are you saying? Look, like you can compare Ben White to flipping Van Dijk? Are they in the same league, fam? Why
No. Less of that, bro. I'm just saying. You know what, Ben White? I've seen he's been unlucky, bro. Like he's hit the crossbar, he's hit the post. he's missed it. The keeper saying this. So I think he's due a goal off a corner. That's what I'm saying.
Not against us, anyway.
Not against us.
Yeah,
not with Verge.
Listen,
And if, you know, outside, if it happens, don't worry. But listen, I'll go mad, bro.
You're the first person I'll be thinking of. I tell you, I knew I shouldn't have had that guy. Nah, I'm really messing. But listen, guys, come to the end of the show. Thank you ever so much, man. Please, Prince Fuad, let them know where the people can find you and that, man.
Yeah, I'm on Prince Fuad TV. Just subscribe if you're down with the delusiousness.
Jeez, done no. And my brother Rams, man, let them know.
Yo, you can follow my Twitter handle at LRB Rams, and also watch the Football Terrace. I come on with the smoke for the likes of Chelsea. Hopefully, it'll be Arsenal this week. You know what I'm saying?
Done no. Trust me.
Big up.
Hey,
Big up, man. Subscribe to Saint LFC, man. Subscribe, man. Subscribe.
Nah, thank you much. Yeah, please, man. We're getting there. And yo, shout out my guy Northside, man. Congrats for getting over 600 subs, man. My G. Please subscribe to both channels, man. We're live on both. Brother, you got anything to say before we're out, Northside, my guy?
I'm gonna leave it forward. What do you want to say, bro?
Listen, to all you Liverpool fans, you're gonna be heartbroken tomorrow night. Yeah. So just go home, have a coffee, and don't take it out on your missus. All right?
All right. And on that deluded note, hold tight. Shout out, hold tight. Just because of that, big up the Tottenham. Like, hold tight. I hope you, man, slap up Leicester and come on Brentford, innit? Let's do this. Safe. Saint LSC TV. We're out. Boom.